On this week's show, how to choose the right mentor.
In the news, why Bolton has massive potential for buy-to-let investors.
And we're going to be answering your property-related questions. Welcome to the Property Investors Podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an upload. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Enjoy this week's show and don't forget to share it with all your friends. Hi, I'm Russell Leeds.
I'm Alistair Cunningham.
And welcome to this week's Property Investors Podcast. We have got a mega show lined up.
We've got a mega show lined up. There's some good stuff coming up today.
Before we get started, tell us about your week.
Week's been busy again. It's always busy, man. We're always busy. What have you been up to?
He always says, he's like, why do you always put me on the spot and just say, how's your? I was like, okay, I won't. And then I did.
How's your week?
My week has been, the last thing that I did was I went to CBeebies Land with the kids.
Who enjoyed it more, you or the kids?
We all enjoyed it.
Yeah,
do you know
good.
what? It is actually pretty awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did they have like a hotel on site and things like that?
Yeah.
Is it like a proper?
We went for 2 days. We just stayed one night.
Okay.
But what I liked about it was they kept putting stuff on that you weren't expecting.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't just like a theme park. They had loads of shows on and the characters. And the only blemish on it was the food in the hotel reminded me of a 2 for $10 pub.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
But the meal cost like 120 quid for the four of us.
Yeah.
So it was like, the service wasn't, it really felt like, it had a wacky warehouse. I know it's a kid's restaurant, fine.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have that quality, don't charge 120 quid.
Yeah, so it's like school dinner type foods. Like
it was a bit better than that. It was like I said, like, do you know when one of those pubs where it's like 2 for 10?
Yeah.
It reminded me of that kind of quality.
Yeah.
That kind of, so, but other than that, they went above and beyond and everything else was brilliant.
Oh,
so,
awesome.
Yeah, really, really enjoyed it. The hotel was amazing.
Did the girls like it?
The girls loved it.
Absolutely
loved it, yeah.
They're that age as well, aren't they, where that's relevant, like, it's really good for them.
Yeah. So, had a very good weekend. So, what have you been up to?
Okay, so we just come back from a training event in London. That was pretty cool.
And hold on, can I kind of set the scene for this?
Yeah.
About a month ago, we talked about ordering. I haven't ordered mine yet, but we talked about ordering new cars. You have now ordered your car.
I have.
What have you gone for?
Give me a bit of a drum roll. I have gone for a grey, Agati grey Porsche Cayman.
Bugatti?
No. Agati, A-G-A-T-E.
Oh, so disappointed. I was thinking a Bugatti.
No. Agati grey Porsche Cayman GTS with black wheels.
Nice.
It is stunning. Beautiful.
The tyres are black, you mean? Or?
No, the wheels are black. Alloys are wheel. The alloys are black. Satin black. It's a beautiful car. Maybe Nick can put a picture up and show you what I'm getting. But it's ordered. I'm expecting delivery in 6 weeks. And I cannot wait because I'm not a massive car fan.
Here you are.
No, I'm not like... Do you know some people are super cars? I'm not that into it. But since I remember, I've always wanted a Porsche. Porsche.
Porsche, yeah.
Porsche, whatever. But I've always wanted one. And now, finally, in a position where we can get one.
You could always have my Porsche if you want to have a little drive. Little tool. Put the roof down.
Is it still not parked at the side of the road because it broke down?
No, I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it, right?
I fixed it. It's working again. The roof wasn't working, but it is now.
But the roof's not the reason it was at the side of the road. It broke down because the engine died on it, didn't it?
No, just the coil.
Yeah, but was the engine running when you left it?
Yeah.
Were you driving it when you left it?
Yeah.
So why did you leave it at the side of the road then?
Because it wasn't running right. It felt really wrong and it smelt weird, so I pulled over and left it.
And you just
I then drove it. I then went and picked it up next day and drove it to the mechanics, and he replaced the coil, and it's fine.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, well, nah, I don't want US thanks. I'd rather just go for the one I've ordered. It's much nicer. So
fair enough.
What's happening on today's show?
Okay, so first of all, how to choose the right mentor.
Yeah, do you know, we get asked this question a lot, and somebody actually commented on, I think it was YouTube, asking this question, so we thought we'd discuss it today. So yeah, how do we?
Well, it's a very good question. I think the first thing that you need to do, you need to decide what it is that you want to achieve. It kind of comes back to goals, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what is it? What is it you want to be like? What is it you want to achieve? What is it you want to do? And I would personally say, For me, it's a good idea to have multiple mentors in different areas.
Yeah.
So you might have a few different areas of your life that you want to work on, and you might choose a different mentor for each area, because you're never going to find the perfect person that you want to be like in every way.
No.
There'll be people that are like very good at. So you might, for example, let's say you want to become good at sales. You might have a sales mentor.
Yeah.
You might have a property mentor. You might have a health mentor, and you've got people that you look up to. In the fields where you want to improve.
Yeah.
So I would say first thing is decide how you want to be, what you want to be like, and don't limit yourself here, because you can be. I really believe you can be whatever you want to be.
I entirely believe you as well.
I don't think you should put any. I think a lot of the time we think we've got limiting beliefs and we put ourselves in a little belief box like this.
Yeah.
Whereas really the potential is astronomical.
Obviously, a few weeks back I done warrior training, and that really enforces that how strong you actually are and how much you can do in life and how much you can do with yourself personally, mentally and physically. And I completely believe that anybody can do whatever they want. You just need to get the right guidance and the right support.
And one of the biggest things that holds us back is our beliefs.
Yeah.
And you've got beliefs about yourself, and a lot of them come from when you were a child. So you might have a belief that, I'm no good at art, or I'm no good at dancing, or I'm no good with numbers, or whatever it is. And you've got these beliefs, and the thing is, if you believe it, it will be true.
Yeah.
So if you believe, I'm no good at numbers, you won't work with the numbers. You'll ignore it.
The things you focus on grow, don't they? So if you're focusing on how you can't do something, then that's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're always going to keep telling yourself you can't do it.
Yeah.
You need to start telling yourself you can do it.
Yeah.
You choose to do it, and you want to do it. And if you tell yourself that, then you'll do it. Like, I really want to learn like a musical instrument. I've never thought I'd been very musical, but
you could be.
At Warrior, I met a musician he's quite a well-known musician in Germany, and he was showing me like how to like learn the keyboard and things like that, and he says it's very easy. So like we're going to have like some FaceTime live videos, and he's going to show me. It's
a guy called Dawson Church. He's like a scientist. He teaches about meditation and about all sorts of stuff, and he talks about mind over matter and things like that as well. And he always believed that he was rubbish at art.
Okay.
And he took it back to when he was 6 years old. He was quite a shy kid. He drew a piece of art at school, and they were like, "Oh, brilliant! That's great. Well done. Great job."
Yeah.
He then took it home, showed his mom, and she laughed at him, and she was like, jumped around, going, "Everyone, look at how rubbish he's picked." Basically, I don't think she was trying to be mean, but the proportions, all that sort of stuff, and it like crushed him.
Yeah. Well,
and he didn't draw again. He didn't do any art again since, and he just always believed, I'm crap at art. And then when he was 45, he was challenging beliefs about himself that were limiting beliefs. And this was one of them. He's like, oh yeah, I'm crap at art. He's like, why do I think that? And he went back and he remembered, and he was like, okay, I've chosen to believe that I'm crap at art because of this. Right, that's it. I'm not going to believe that anymore. He started going on art classes, and he ended up he went to he got like a one-man show at this art gallery, and they asked him to draw 36 pieces of art, and he was doing watercolor, and he was awesome at it. Yeah. And he always strongly believed that he wasn't artistic and he was crap at art. And then he gave it up, took him a writer, and he started doing scientific research and stuff like that. But I just thought, wow, it's
amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing. You think that you're crap at something, or you think you're not very good at it, and you believe it in your head, and it stops you from then going out there and doing it. And the truth is, and I really believe this, the truth is that as humans, we've got the capability to do anything. It's all about practice. Yeah. It's all about working at it and putting the effort in. And they've got a rule called the 10,000 hour rule. Yeah. And that they say that anyone, if they put 10,000 hours of practice into it, purposeful practice, trying to improve, can become world class, not just good, but world class at anything they want.
Interesting.
And it's scientifically proven, and then they take a case of a lot of the people that they use to say that isn't true. They're like, oh, what about the Wonder Kids though? What about people like Mozart? Mozart was a wonder musician at the age of 5. Yeah, but he used to practice for like 7 hours a day from the age of like 2.
A lot of people don't see that practice. How many times have you been like? I get this a lot. People think that you've suddenly got overnight success, but they don't see all this stuff that's been going on for 10 years. They only see suddenly, wow, you're making all this money and you're doing all the great things. But that's overnight because it appears overnight. But there's been years and years and years and years of practice, hard graft, practice.
Serena and Venus Williams.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, freak of nature, just God-given. No. Their dad said before they were born, my children are going to become professional tennis players. He built not table tennis, that wouldn't have helped. He built a tennis court in his back garden. He had them out practicing hours a day from the age of 3. So it's all about practice. So you can do whatever you want to do, and any other belief that you've got, it just isn't the case.
Yeah.
So what I would say is, first of all, get that small thinking hat off.
Yeah, definitely.
Realize that you can do whatever it is you want to do. Literally anything that's physically possible.
Yeah,
you can do. It's true.
So, from our listeners and our viewers, what would they do? What steps would they take
to
choose a mentor? Okay. Now, that doesn't have to. We're not making.
So this is the first thing.
Property.
Find out what you want to. Find out what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you want to find the people that you relate to.
Yeah.
That have done what you want to do. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of mentors are people that are literally they get a deal, a property deal, or they do this, and then suddenly they're a mentor.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Right, so find do your. I know I don't like to bang on about due diligence, but do have a look at the people and find the people that are actually doing the do. Find the people that are doing what you want to do.
Not just telling about it.
Yeah, not they did it 10 years ago and now they're this. Find people that are actually, I would aspire. I think your mentor should always be someone that you aspire to be like, and you might outgrow. I've had mentors that I feel like I've outgrown. I've been in a situation of like, wow, I want to be like that, and then I kind of get there, and then I'm on to the next. Then I want to be like this now, and that's fine.
Any true mentor, though, if they're a true mentor, they'll encourage that. They're not going to be They're not going to be annoyed or offended by that. They'll encourage that.
Yeah, of course.
I think that our listeners. Exactly what you said. Find out what you want to do. If you want to do property, find out who in property you want to be like. If you want to do business, find out who in business you want to be like.
But even better, find someone who is getting other people up to their level.
Yes.
So if you find someone that A is doing what you want to do, but B you can see, we call it proven results. You can see that other people that they have been mentored to are getting the results that you want as well. And like I say, it might be something that you do for a couple of years and then you move on to another mentor. But
so would you say a mentor has to be 20 years experienced, has to be in the industry for years and years and years and years? No. Do you know what I believe a mentor should be?
What?
Is somebody that has been doing it and is ahead of you. And then the mentor should be pulling you along and helping you get to where they're at. Yeah. And then if you bypass them, so be it. But I think it's just somebody that's doing it now, currently in today's market, whether that's business, property, health and fitness, anything that are doing it. And you can relate to them and copy them. And if you've got to trust them as well.
What do you think when you see like health coaches and stuff that are overweight?
You've got to look at where they're at in their journey, though. If they're overweight, so let's just say they're I don't know, like 20 stone. But last year they were 30 stone. Are they in their journey? They're on a journey, aren't they?
Yeah, but then maybe they could target people that were 30 stone.
Yeah,
and
that's
say,
what I mean. So what I mean, okay, fine. Let's take me. I'm on a bit of a fitness thing. I'm trying to lose weight and all that sort of stuff at the minute, right? I wouldn't want a mentor that's bigger than me. Because I'm like, if you're that good at it, why are you bigger than me?
But the thing is, right? Let's say you'd lost a stone.
Yeah.
You're not ready to be a fitness mentor, are you?
No, not at all.
So that's what I'm. So I think if you're a mentor at it, you should be good at it.
You should be good at it. Yeah, absolutely.
So someone that's teaching health should be slim. Someone who's teaching property should have property deals. Someone that's teaching business should have had a business. You see so many business coaches and stuff that get trained to be a business coach and never had their own business.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's like, how can you be a business coach if you've not done it?
Business. Let's bring it to property for a minute. Facebook is full of mentors, of people that are offering mentorships, but they've got no deals, or they've got very few deals.
So how then? So I suppose the question ridiculous. Is: there's lots of people that are offering to do it.
Yeah.
How do you find that you have to go off results?
Go off results. Yeah.
You have to go off results.
Proven
First of all, have they done it themselves?
Yeah.
Secondly, have they helped other people to do it?
Yeah.
And the other thing that I do is I find people that I relate to. So I often start with books.
Yeah.
So if I read someone's book and I really like it and I really connect with them, I'll be like, okay, do they have a live program I can go to?
Yeah.
Okay, they do. Let's go to that.
See what happens.
Okay, and see where you go from
Try
there.
and meet them, see what happens, see if you connect with them. You should like your mentor as well, and you should trust them. You should trust that they're going to do a good job for you.
Here's the next thing then. Do you think you need a personal mentor who's kind of like, what exactly do you mean by mentor? See, I don't have anybody as a mentor who sits down with me once a week and goes, right, where are you at?
No.
I don't have anyone that's like that. I mean, I've got friends that are successful, but
a mentor can just be somebody that you aspire to be like, or you aspire to have the similar results to them that you follow. So like, let's take Samuel. He's got obviously people that run the academy there, so he's their mentor. But he's also got like his free YouTube stuff. They could class, all the people that watch that could also class Samuel as their mentor because they're still learning off him. You have mentees. You probably don't know you do, but you do. I do, because people watch what I do, people watch what you do, and they look up to be like us. So it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. There's people doing better than you. There's people not doing it as well as you. So the people that are doing not as well as you might look up to me, for instance, and they'll definitely look up to you and say, I want to be like Russell Leeds. He seems to be doing really well. They look up to me. I want to be like Alistair. He's doing very well. So that we are indirectly mentoring them because they see what we do. They read our books. They watch this. So we are mentoring people now.
So would you say then, so what you want to do is you want to find people that you look up to, find people that you want to be like, that are helping other people, and then just follow them?
I would. That would be a start. And then if you like them, and if they offer paid mentorship, then go with it. Don't be scared to invest money in a good mentor, because
you're not investing in the mentor, you're investing in yourself.
Yeah, but like obviously you invest in a mentorship program or whatever. I don't be scared to, because if you know you're going to get the results from that, it's an investment. It's no different to invest in a property, invest in a watch, a boat, any of it. It doesn't matter. You're investing in yourself. Now, I invested. Do you know? Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. On Facebook a few weeks ago, I saw somebody make the most idiotic comment I've ever seen.
Can I guess what it is?
Go on.
Because I saw one that I thought was stupid as well.
I think it might be the same one.
Was it the one that said, you can't pay a mentor? Did you see that one?
Oh, no, I didn't see that one.
They said, a mentor should be free. So who wants to mentor me for free?
Oh, okay. So he's obviously broke. He's obviously broke, and he wants somebody to give him for free.
And everyone was going on like, well,
why would you?
Why would they do it for free?
Why would you?
But having said that, you just said it yourself. You can actually get mentored for very, very cheap.
You can.
Audible, for example. I use Audible.
Yep.
$7.99 a month.
Yep.
YouTube.
Yep.
There's lots of.
So that's his free mentoring, but he's not suggesting that. He's suggesting he wants somebody to sit down with him and mentor him for free. That's what he's suggesting.
Yeah.
So the comment I saw was somebody on the Facebook group said, why would anybody spend £10,000 on mentoring, on a training program? And it to be honest, that's a broke comment. That's a comment from a poor mindset. It is, because why wouldn't you? If you know you're going to get results, why wouldn't you? And we're not plugging what we do. That's not what it's about. But we're plugging education, and that can be in any form, right? But if you're paying money to an education program, what's your return on investment going to be? How much, if you're going to put X into this, what are you getting out of it? Now, I've invested a lot of money. Like, I reckon, I've not even calculated it, but it's got to be plus £25,000 in the last 2 years. Easy.
And I reckon I've done double that at least.
Double that. Look at the return on investment. So now I've got a business which is doing like £30,000 a month easily without stress, which I've systemized because of what I learned on that mentorship program. I've got a portfolio of properties that's making me money every month because of what I learned on that mentorship program. I'm now heavily involved with the business because of my links and my connections and my meeting people on that mentorship program. So that is the best £20,000 I've ever spent in my life. So if you go into it thinking who would invest money into a mentorship program, then you've got the wrong mindset to begin with.
Yeah.
I completely believe that.
I also think that don't just focus on property.
Nope.
I think you need to focus on all the areas of your life that you want to. That's why I said at the start, think about the perfect you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of the things that they one of the things Joe Dispenza teaches in the meditation stuff is like, there are infinite possibilities, and you 100%. Need to sort of like go forget all the baggage, forget everything, start as if you were starting from scratch, as if you're no person, just and what would you like to be?
Yeah.
And that's how you need forget everything.
That's
that you've
a really
got.
good way to do it. Just like let's say today, forget everything that's happened in your past. You have just been born.
Yeah.
You're stark bollock naked. You have just been born. You're fresh to the world. What do you want to be?
Where do you want to live? Where do you want to be? Forget where you live. Forget
it all.
Everything.
That's a very good way to do it. And our viewers can do that, and our listeners can do that. Start again. Where do you want to be tomorrow? Where do you want to be next year in 12 months? That's next year. Where do you want to be next year? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Forget all your baggage.
Yeah.
Warrior 3 or 4 weeks ago, right? That taught you, one of the things that you learned was to drop your baggage and to get rid of all the shit you're carrying in your life from yourself and from other people. It massively helped me.
You need to do that.
I think so.
You need to let go of the baggage for sure. For whatever you do, let go. Let anger, jealousy, guilt, let it go. Move on from that.
So on that note, shall we move on?
It's now time for this. Okay, so in the news this week, I came across an article, why Bolton has big potential for buy-to-let property investors. And we often get asked,
new areas,
where's a good place to invest? So I thought we'd share this. So here we go. One of the largest towns in Europe, Bolton.
Is it?
Apparently so.
Wow, I would never have thought that.
No, okay. I wouldn't. Is also renowned across the UK as one of the friendliest places.
Is it?
Apparently so.
I wouldn't have thought that. Okay.
The warmth and welcome visitors receive from local people, aka Boltonarians, is a major factor in the town's success as the place to do business, live, study and visit. Bolton is building on its rich industrial and cultural heritage to meet the needs of a growing population, currently 280,000 and projected to exceed 300,000 by 2025. So why is it so good? They're planning on spending, how much do you reckon in the next 15 years they're planning on spending renovating Bolton with commercial developments, housing schemes, and also doing up the town centre and all that sort of stuff?
It's got to be a couple of $100 million in it.
A bill, Ian.
Is it? Where's that money coming from?
It grows on trees, doesn't it?
Well, no. Where's it coming from?
Well, probably, I don't know, mate. We'll probably just the country will be going into debt to do it, won't it? Probably. Like we usually do.
I wonder if that's European money.
I never understand how we are in so much debt, and how
that's why
all the countries are in so much debt. It's like who is it who's sitting at the top of the tree lending this money to the? I don't know. Who are they in debt to? Do you know what I mean?
They're in debt to the IMF, International Monetary Fund.
But what, do they just print money? I don't know. Anyway,
they just do quantitative easing, don't they? Whenever they want more money, they just print some more money.
There you go.
I'd like one of them printers.
That'd be good. Also, it's a key player in the greater Manchester economy. I think this is the key, right? Manchester is going up a lot. Bolton's right near it.
Near Blue Island.
And it's gonna be people that are commuting in, isn't it?
It's going to be the offload, isn't there? The people that can't quite afford to live in Manchester, but they live in Bolton and surrounding and get the train in.
They've already created a $100 million development fund to kickstart development.
Very interesting.
So they're going to be building a lot of new houses.
I imagine Bolton will be fairly good for likes of HMOs and things like that then.
The Middlebrook, which is their shopping centre, is going to be the biggest shopping centre in Europe.
Is it?
Apparently so.
This doesn't sound like it's going to happen in Bolton. That sounds like... I'm shocked by this because biggest shopping centre in Europe in Bolton.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I mean, if you're listening from Bolton, I'm sure you've got a lovely town, but I just can't see the biggest shopping centre in Europe in Bolton.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense, does
They're
it?
building a 31 million health, leisure and research centre.
Wow.
A business school, a law school.
Cool.
So it sounds like Bolton is
Sounds like it's a place to be.
is really going places, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have thought it, but it's
What do we know?
what yeah. And maybe we need to be buying in Bolton.
Maybe we should all be buying in Bolton.
Maybe. So there you go. You heard it here first on the
Yeah.
Property Investors Podcast. In the news this week, Bolton is the place to
Massive potential.
be in Bolton.
Wow.
It's now time for this. Okay, it's now time for your questions and answers. Don't forget, if you want to get your questions answered, go on to our Facebook group, Property Investors with Samuel Leeds. We tend to do a Facebook Live in there, and you can come on and ask us questions. Alternatively, if you're watching this on YouTube, stick a question below.
Yep, go.
What's the first one you got, buddy?
First one is from Daniel Brestovic. Hi, could we work 1-bedroom flat for SA in city centre with sofa bed and living room, so able to sleep 4 guests? Derby, Nottingham, Wakefield or Barnsley? Thanks for your advice. You do a very good job. Thanks for it. No problem.
Thanks,
so
man.
I'm sort of dissecting that question. You want to know where a city centre
one-bed
apartment
would work.
Well, a 1-bed apartment would work for SA in the city centre of Derby, Nottingham, Doncaster, Wakefield, Barnsley. I would say
Bolton, I would say, go for.
Yeah, maybe. I would say Derby or Nottingham. I'm not Doncaster, Wakefield, Barnsley. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think there's enough there. But yeah, I think Derby and Nottingham. But do remember, what's the biggest use of SAs? Business. So as long as there's business, as long as there's business there.
Its short answer is yes. 1 bed would work.
1 bed would work, but I don't like 1 beds because I don't think there's enough profit in them. No, I don't. So
I do. I disagree.
Okay, that's good. Disagree. You're wrong, but it's good.
I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Yeah, I know. No, look, it works for some, doesn't work for others. I would prefer 2 or 3 beds because then you can get the groups. Because if you're going for a 1-bed SA,
but
think about it.
Sofa bed. You've got 4 people.
Yeah, that's fine. So sofa bed, so it could sleep 4 people. But 1-bed SA, right? Now, answer this question honestly.
Okay.
You're going to Nottingham for a
Honestly, I don't see it happening.
All right, fine. You're going to Manchester for a conference. Yeah? Are you going to stay in a service accommodation or a hotel?
Hotel.
Every day of the week. All right. So now you're going to Manchester for a trip away with Anna and the kids. Are you going to stay in a hotel or a service accommodation?
Service accommodation.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it doesn't prove anything.
You'd get 4 in there. Okay, fine. So and 2 friends.
Yeah, but that wouldn't happen either. But it doesn't say why it doesn't prove
The
anything.
point being,
do you know why it doesn't prove jack all?
Yeah, go on.
Number 1, right? Just because I would do that, so
No.
you just
most
said the
people
number.
would. Most people would.
Well, you just said the number 1 use was business. You didn't say the number 1 use was families going on a little vacation.
Even if I'm travelling on business on my own, I wouldn't stay in a service accommodation.
Neither would I. People do.
Really?
Well, mate, business is the number 1. You just said it.
But
When we do the conferences,
do you know I find staying in SA's hard work.
I do.
I find them so hard work because I stayed in SA in Liverpool and I thought, look, I've run SA. I thought I'm going to stay in an SA and see what the experience is like. It was fucking horrible, right? Because I got the confirmation from Booking.com and it wasn't. I had to go and pick the keys up from not the property. There was no. It was like that was their office, but it was like 0.8 of a mile away. So they said no worries, you can walk it. And
that's like a half an hour round trip.
Yeah, that's fine. But when you've been on the road 12 hours...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a joke.
It's a joke. So I drove to the venue, their office, and they said, yeah, don't worry, just go out here, turn left, and it's down there. It took me 45 minutes to get from their office to the residence. And then they said, oh, you've got to bring the key back in the morning. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll bring it back. Then no, I just left it in the apartment. There's no way I was bringing it back. But my point, it was hard work. So like, if I'm traveling for business, I'll always stay in a hotel.
Yeah, me too. When I went to Barcelona last year, we stayed at obviously the family were going, and we stayed in a.
Isn't that where you got bad feedback?
No, that was Germany.
Oh, was it? Sorry.
So we stayed in like in a villa, and it was similar. I had to pick up the keys from the office, but I couldn't find it. Couldn't find the office. And then when we did, it was closed because we got there late, and then we were like phoning them, and then it was
just awkward and
a
hard.
nightmare. Why can't they just put a key safe on the flipping thing?
So anyway, yeah, an SA will work. I personally prefer more than one bedroom, and I know a lot of people that run SA say the same. Russell says 1 bedroom, so I don't know. Do it. Let us know how it's going on. Hope it works.
I didn't say 1 bedroom's better, but I just think 1 bedroom's fine.
You think 1 bedroom's fine? Yeah, it's fine. So Derby, Nottingham, I would say over Doncaster, Wakefield, and Barnsley. Okay, next one from Rosemary Davies. Hey guys, is it possible to get a bridging loan without being able to hold it against the house? And no one in my circle will enable me to do this through them. As far as I'm aware, the answer is no. It has to be secured against the property or a property. Anything to add to that?
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, I am right. Yeah.
So that's what we've always had to do.
Okay, next question from David Chambers.
Hey, David Chambers.
Hey guys, great show.
Thanks, David.
If a landlord is tired because of bad tenants, is it going to cause you problems when you're taking over the property LOA style? Thanks.
Not necessarily, because it might be because they're a bad landlord. Or they're just a stress head. You get some landlords that are just are stress heads and the
littlest problem.
And you're like
blowing up.
You're like, just leave it to the letting agent. Get a grip.
I find some landlords just don't like tenants, and any issue causes them massive issues, and they think they then start thinking badly of all tenants.
Yeah, because it's their mind. It goes back to mindset.
Mindset, yeah.
Yeah, so no, not necessarily.
No, I mean, case in point, my lease option that I've got in Wolverhampton. The landlord was not a stress head, but he was tired. He didn't want to do it anymore, and he was saying to me, very adamant, "You'll never get more than £700 a month for this property. Never get more than £700 a month for this property." And I'm like, I thank you. I believe you. Can I take that risk? Right? And he's like, yeah, happy days. So we agreed a deal. That property gets £1,580 every single month. Because my mindset's different.
Well, his mindset was student. Yeah. Low end. Anyway,
not my mindset.
Next,
David Aguara. Is rent service accommodation legal in Scotland?
Yes.
You heard it here. And on that note, that is the last question of today.
Well, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out next week. We're back Saturday at 7 p.m. And please subscribe and show us some love. We like to be loved.
We love love. We love love.
Oh, if it wasn't Mike's here, I'd be hugging him right now. But they're not Mike, so no. See you next week.